Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Violet Sky. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this Post-Apocaweird role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about opposing checks, luck rolls, using attributes, and stamina and damage. Let's start with opposing checks. Characters in the game will often attempt to perform checks against other characters. An example could be using aura to try to manipulate someone, using might in an arm wrestling match, or using speed to catch fleeing prisoners. Situations like this require opposing checks. Whenever two characters try to influence each other in some way, both characters simply pick the fitting attribute. It may be possible that each character will use a different attribute and roll a check as usual. The character who won the check is the victor. If both characters fail the check, the character with the highest attribute is the winner. If both characters have the same attribute scores, there is a tie, and the characters should roll again. You have a table presenting different situations that could arise during a session. Let's talk about luck rolls. Sometimes, the rules will ask you to do a luck check. This is a standard check with a non-existing luck attribute that has a score of 10. The player just needs to roll 10 or lower, and they usually don't add any bonuses or penalties. However, some rare tricks may influence luck rolls. Luck rolls are performed whenever the players are not sure if something happens or if they find something and they have no way to influence that chance physically or mentally. Concerning attributes, attributes in Violet Sky can be used in various checks, in many situations, and it's mostly up to the players and their creative minds, how they want to solve problems they face during adventures. So for example, might is usually employed when you want to bash down doors or open chests with force. You usually employ logic, trying to recall something or searching for computer data and such. Mysticism is about identifying weird alien items, spotting illusions and the work of magic, and so forth. Now, when it comes to stamina and damage, stamina determines how much pain and fatigue the character can still take, or how long they can still dodge incoming attacks. Whenever a character takes damage, that much stamina points are lost. Stamina cannot be reduced below 0. Taking damage, for example from weapons, spells, accidents, does not mean that the character suffers actual injuries. Only when stamina reaches 0, the character must roll a d6 on a table to determine injuries. You need to add any excess damage that would reduce the stamina below 0 to the roll. If a character has 0 stamina, they are unconscious, until at least 1 stamina is restored. A character with 0 stamina dies after 1d4 hours, if no medical help is provided. So for example, maybe it's a slam. The character suffers an open wound, falls to the ground, and the current stamina is set to 1. The character also gains 1 stress. Or maybe you got an arm destroyed. The character's arm or equivalent is destroyed. Randomly pick which arm. And they fall to the ground with 0 stamina. The character also gains 2 stress. It's also possible that a vital spot may be injured and the injured character dies. This concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about defense, temporary defense and stamina, resting, stress, and brain damage. I like how despite the characters being quite heroic because of the stamina mechanic, there is still that chance of suffering long-term injuries or even death. There is also a lot of room for creativity when using your attributes to solve different situations. And when there is even greater chance or randomness in a particular instance, then the luck rolls have you covered. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.